It's here, ladies and gentlemen, at least in some form. Yes, indeed, HomeKit support finally comes to the Arlo Pro and Arlo Pro 2. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Mac. Be sure to thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and then enable notifications with the bell icon so you won't miss any upcoming videos. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? So indeed, yes, version 2.7.13 of the Arlo app brings HomeKit support to the table. Finally. The bad news is that this only works with the 4000 series base stations, meaning it only works with the Arlo Pro and Arlo Pro 2. The Arlo Ultra, on the other hand, with its 5000 series base station, does not support HomeKit at this time. So I had to bring my old Arlo base station out of storage in order to test this out. You can see the two cameras that are sitting right here in the Arlo application. Now, to set up HomeKit, it's actually really easy. All you need to do is manage your base station. So, of course, the 4000 series base station I have here, just tap it, and you're gonna get something that says this: Arlo would like to access your home data. So if you haven't already given access to your home data, you can do so here. So just tap OK. Now we're gonna have to back out and come back in for the HomeKit information to show up. So I can't help but get the feeling that even though it's taken a long time to get HomeKit support, it feels like it's still sort of baking in the oven, so to speak. Doesn't feel totally cohesive just yet, but we're getting there, right? So the Arlo app will detect the hub, and then you can select your home, and then you can select the room where you want to add your camera. So I'm just going to choose office, and then it's going to ask you to add a bridge, aka the base station, to your home. So we're just going to tap continue. It's going to add the base station right within the home app to get us going. So there we go, we're all set up there. So now it's going to ask you can either rename the base station, you can choose where exactly you want it to appear, you can add it to your favorites, whatever the case may be, you can do it here. Just tap next. Now it's going to add the cameras that you have configured and set up. So here's the first camera, and you can rename it, you can change which room it's in, you can change whether or not it's a favorite, etc. So we're going to identify this particular camera. Just tap identify accessory, and you can see a little blue light telling us that that is the camera. So we're just going to rename that and call it Office Camera 01. And then choose our default room. We're just going to choose Office. So you can do this for however many cameras you have. Now, you also have motion detection for these cameras, and you can set that up as well. All right, so we're just going to tap done, and it will allow you to go in and rename any of the devices if you wish to do so. But I'm going to skip that and just come back to it once I'm within the home app. So we're just going to tap skip, and folks, we are good to go. Tap finish. So now let's go ahead and set up the home app, and you should see your cameras in there now, just like that. So I see Office Camera 1 and Office Camera 2, and notice how they update. Not exactly in real time, but it does give you a nice update as to what the camera sees. So that's not going to take a lot of battery life from your Arlo camera, because it's obviously on a very, very strict delay in quality setting. But when you go live, you get to see the full live feed, just like that. And you can turn the volume up, you can adjust that. Now in iOS 13, this interface gets even better. You can easily switch between cameras. It's just a lot better on iOS 13. But this is iOS 12. You can see here in the office, I have my cameras down below, so I can access those at any time just by tapping on it. The really cool thing though about having HomeKit support is the fact that you can add automation, or you can integrate your cameras within automated workflows. So for instance, since each of these cameras have motion detection, I can set it up to trigger certain events for other devices unrelated to the Arlo whenever it detects motion. So for instance here, I can say, hey, turn off my office lights. We're gonna find office. Yeah, so I can say, hey, turn off my studio lights whenever you detect motion on this Arlo Pro 2 camera. So that's really powerful stuff. And again, it integrates with any other device that's on your HomeKit network. So even if it's by another manufacturer, say Philips Hue, you can do so. All right, so another cool thing is that you can ask Siri to show you a camera, and it'll show you that directly, just like that. Another cool thing is the fact that you get interactive notifications. So I get a notification saying motion is detected. I can press in to maximize that image, and then I can tap on it to take me directly to a live feed. Just like that. It's really cool to have this functionality right there baked within the Home app. But all that being said, HomeKit support does not replace the default Arlo application. In fact, there's a lot of stuff that you can do within the Arlo app that you can't do yet in HomeKit. For instance, using the two-way radio baked within the cameras, accessing security lights, or even using the Arlo Ultra. You can only do that with the default Arlo app. And then of course you can actually go into the settings for each individual camera and really sort of fine-tune those settings. But most importantly, the Arlo app gives you access to your DVR library, so you can go back and review footage that has been recorded and saved. You can't do that yet within HomeKit, although Apple is working on a new HomeKit secure video feature that may or may not come to the Arlo lineup sometime down the road. But one of the biggest downsides is the lack of support for the Arlo Ultra. Now I understand that the install base of the Ultra is going to be much less than the Arlo Pro 2 and the Arlo Pro, hence that's probably why Arlo decided to really just hunker down and focus on the devices that most Arlo fans already own. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about having HomeKit support for the Arlo Pro and Arlo Pro 2? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. This is Jeff with the 9 to 5 Mac.